There's a certain peace in routine, a comfort in the predictability of everyday life. For the longest time, my life had been exactly that, quiet, simple, uncomplicated. I had two best friends, Anna and Jake, who'd been my anchors through most of my adult years. We were inseparable, the kind of trio people joked about being the last true example of lifelong friendship. Jake had been my friend since we were kids. We'd grown up in the same neighborhood, played on the same soccer teams, stayed up late playing video games until our eyes burned. He was the kind of guy you could count on, loyal, honest, dependable. Anna came into our lives later, but when she did, it felt like she'd always been there. She had this way of making people feel seen, understood. When Jake and Anna started dating, it just made sense. Everyone around us saw it too. They were that couple, laughing at inside jokes, finishing each other's sentences, always perfectly in sync. If there was ever a pair that seemed destined for each other, it was them. And for the first time, I felt lucky. Lucky to have found two people who made life better just by existing in it. That was, until 4 days ago, when everything I thought I knew started to unravel. It was a random Tuesday afternoon when Anna called me. Her voice was shaking, barely above a whisper. She asked if I could meet her. No explanations. Just, please come. Something about her tone told me it was serious. I dropped everything and went. We sat at this little coffee shop we used to love, back when life was simpler. She looked pale, nervous, fidgeting with the sleeve of her hoodie. And then, without looking me in the eye, she told me. I cheated, she said. For a moment, I swear the world stopped spinning. My mind couldn't process the words. I just stared at her, waiting for her to take it back, to laugh and say she was kidding. But she wasn't. It started small, she continued. Just, harmless flirting with a coworker. I didn't even think it was a big deal. But then, it turned into more. I don't even know how it happened. It just did. Her eyes filled with tears. I feel horrible. Every second I'm with Jake, I feel like I'm dying inside. But I can't tell him. It'll destroy him. And us. I don't know what to do. And just like that, she dropped a bomb into my lap. The world, which had once been so simple, became impossibly complicated. Because now, I knew. And there was no unknowing it. Jake. My best friend since childhood. The guy who trusted me with everything. And Anna, who had become like family. What the hell was I supposed to do? That night, I didn't sleep. I lay awake, staring at the ceiling, replaying the conversation over and over. Every time I closed my eyes, I saw Jake's face, his goofy smile, the way he lit up when he talked about Anna. How could I sit across from him, laugh with him, talk about life, while knowing the one person he loved most had betrayed him? But then there was Anna. She came to me because she trusted me. She needed someone to hear her, to carry the weight she couldn't bear alone. If I told Jake, I'd be breaking that trust. I'd be destroying whatever tiny bit of control she still had over the situation. The next day was worse. Jake called, asking if I wanted to grab a beer. Just like old times. I almost said no, I couldn't bear to look him in the eye, but I went. And the entire time, I felt like a fraud. Every laugh felt forced. Every story felt hollow. He sat there, rambling about weekend plans with Anna, how he was thinking about proposing soon, asking if I thought she'd say yes. And I smiled. I fucking smiled and told him she'd be over the moon. I felt sick. The weight of it is unbearable. It's like I'm carrying this massive secret that's slowly crushing me. I've always believed in honesty, in loyalty. But now, those two things are tearing me apart. If I tell Jake, I lose Anna. I betray her trust. I destroy their relationship. But if I stay silent, I'm complicit. I'm helping her lie. And when, because let's be real, it's never if, when Jake finds out, what happens then? He'll hate me. He'll hate that I knew and didn't tell him. And honestly, he'd have every right to. I've run through every possible scenario in my head 1,000 times. None of them end well. I hate Anna for putting me in this position. But then, I hate myself for hating her. She's human. People make mistakes. But this? This isn't just a mistake. This is a choice she made, over and over again. And now, I'm the one paying the price. I haven't eaten properly in days. I can't focus. Every time I see them together, I want to scream. And the worst part? I'm starting to resent them both. Jake, for being so clueless. Anna, for dragging me into this mess. I wish I could go back. Back to before I knew. Before this secret took over my life. But there's no going back. I keep wondering what kind of person this makes me. Does staying silent make me a coward? Or does telling the truth make me a traitor? Where's the line between loyalty and morality? Between right and wrong? I don't know anymore. I tried talking to Anna again. Told her she needed to come clean. That Jake deserved to know. She broke down, begged me not to say anything. Swore it was over. That it meant nothing. That she loves Jake and can't lose him. But how do you love someone and still betray them like that? I'm so tired. Tired of carrying this. Tired of pretending. Tired of feeling like the bad guy in someone else's story. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to fix this. All I know is that no matter what choice I make, I'm going to lose something. Maybe even everything. And the worst part? I still have to wake up tomorrow and do it all over again. Pretend everything's fine. Smile. Laugh. Lie. I'm drowning. And no one even knows.